What's up, guys? Today we're back with that all-new LPX. This one is arguably one of the most well-equipped, versatile equipment trailers on the market. When you talk about a ramp equipment trailer, a lot of times they're really boring. They're really basic, and cost or price is a huge factor. And so when we redesigned the LPX, and over the years, we really put a lot of thought into the features that make a difference in the work that you or the individual using this type of trailer is going to do with it. So starting at the front, we've got the new Simol 15K jack. So most of the industry is a 12. Ours is rated at 15K, standard in a 2-speed. So you've got a lower gear for heavier loads, takes a little more revolutions, but makes it easier. And then high gear, which makes unhooking and hooking up unloaded much quicker and easier. So on the new LPX, we've got a host of features built into the tongue area that was upgraded. You can see how the tongue kind of steps down here. That's because it's an engineered I-beam tongue. That means we put the metal where it counts the most. We've got full control over the height of the beam to where we gave it extra storage space inside, which while we're in there, it's got a divider so you can have your spare in there if you don't want it outside of on the side of the trailer. You got it pre-drilled where you can add a hydraulic jack if you wanted to. Really nice amount of storage space. Then you still have your bonus deck space out over on the tongue. We also have the cables instead of the safety chains. Those safety cables, they don't drag. They're not as loud or clanky. They just look really good as well. Got the Demco Easy latch up front. We've integrated a nice deck step right here at where the tongue joins the frame that makes it easy to be able to get up and down off of the trailer. It's a nice wide footprint that's integrated in there, but also reinforces this kind of whole area. On the HD lid, we made some changes to the design to further weatherproof the box. So we turned this lip down over the edge of the I-beam, which keeps things from water and debris and things from just flying right in the box. We made that change as well. We made a change to the hinge system that has the water drain out over the back side of the box. So now we have a much more weatherproof scenario inside of the box. Moving back on this one, where it gets pretty interesting is with this max width package, is what we call. A lot of people refer to it as a buggy hauler or just a 102 wide trailer. Ours, we add the option, it's called a max width package, which makes the deck 102 wide from outside to outside. You've got your rubber rail stake pockets with chain spools, but it also includes drive over fenders. So the beauty of that scenario is that even if you're a contractor who uses this trailer 90% of the time to haul equipment, whether it's a tractor, a backhoe, excavator, those things, if you need to run to the yard to pick up a couple of pallets of flagstone, to pick up anything material width that you need more than just the 82 inches width, you've got that 102 wide in front and behind the fenders that act as a normal, like a flatbed trailer that's like a deck over. You have that width. The cool thing is you get in a bind or you have a toy on the weekend that is, maybe it's a big Jeep with boggers on it, or you've got a big side-by-side, or even you just need to go bail a buddy out that has a dually pickup, you can drive over the fenders as necessary. These are really strong. They're 3/16. They've got a 3/16 diamond plate. They've got a center support here that supports out in the middle of the fender. Like, these are almost indestructible. You could pretty well drive whatever you want over these fenders. You got a nice gradual approach down to the extension. We add this kind of adapter piece here that bridges that gap. The reason why you have that, you'll notice on some LPXs, this is here and some it's not. The LPX, this one is a 7K axle, standard drop axle suspension, which means that there's an arm that comes off the axle tube, turns up, and it keeps the deck as low as possible to make loading really nice and gradual coming up. But what happens is we have to pull the fender up, and then we put this piece here to kind of give you that bridge down to the extension. If you don't see this, it means the trailer has straight axles on it, so you're gonna have a little taller deck height, but it actually dies into the fender will actually die into the extension about right here, so you don't have that piece. And it's a little better with the straight axles. It's a little better to use the fender. It's a little better experience if you're going to use the drive over fenders often. If you're not going to use them often and you're really wanting the 102 wide for deck space, then it's not as big of a deal, and you would enjoy the lower center of gravity. So on the LPX, two of the standout features when you talk about the running gear and suspension, 14 ply tires are standard. So it's one of those things when I was talking about in the beginning, equipment trailers that they try and keep the cost as low as possible and not really put much money into it, because it's just an equipment trailer. Well, this trailer is a vital piece in the toolbox of many contractors, and one of the things you don't want to worry about are blown out tires on a job site. So we put standard 14 ply all steel radials on all Diamond Cs with 7K axles. And so the LPX is standard with 14 plies. Then when you move a step into the suspension, we talk about the slipper roller. You can find more information. We'll put a link in the description on it. But slipper roller is a huge upgrade compared to standard slipper spring suspension. Standard slipper spring has been around for 100 years. It works, but when it was designed years and years ago, it was not designed for the amount of stress and the work that individuals are doing with these trailers today, and thus slipper roller came into the picture. What it is it's a thicker spring, so it's a heavy duty spring. It actually has a roller built into the equalizers and into the hangers that allows the spring to glide on it versus a metal on metal like the old traditional spring suspensions have. And then last, it actually has rubber bushings built into the eyes of the equalizer bolt and of your hanger bolt and in the front of the back of the equalizer, and it actually dampens the ride. So number one, you're getting a little better ride out of it because of the rubber dampening. Number two, it's going to last a lot longer. Your wear parts, I mean, this suspension will virtually last forever compared to a standard spring suspension. The parts just don't wear out because they're gliding and riding on rubber. And then lastly, you've got that little bit thicker spring that's going to last longer as well. So slipper roller is huge. 14 ply tires are huge. If you have been in a bind or in that position where you've had a blowout, not to say you can't blow out a 14 ply, but it's a lot harder than a standard 10 ply. Moving on back, this one has the X ramp loading configuration. So when you do this 102 wide max ramp option, you've got the knee ramps that you see that stand up. Those are pretty straight up traditional knee ramps for mainly like skid steers and excavators. But when we talked about versatility in the beginning, if you need something that is very broad, that you can load, a side-by-side ATV, a riding mower, like pretty much a plethora of different equipment and toys on, the X ramp really does a nice job. When you undo it there, well, to start, you can use the diamond plate cover as deck space. So this one's a 22-foot trailer. You can use all of that 22 feet includes this diamond plate. So you can use this as deck space. But easily enough, a lot of people look at it like, man, that's got to be super heavy. I mean, you can see like it's bound with springs like very well, so that, I mean, whenever I need to hook it back up, it's not hard at all. But whenever I go to put the ramp down, like that's how it is. It's sprung so that it doesn't fall on you. And then we keep going. Now we're up to where we're engaging in the springs that are going to help us get it to the ground. So we just keep going. And I mean, it's that easy. And so the cool thing is now, if you look how wide this loading surface is, I mean, it is a beautiful thing, because again, like I mean, you just about, there's nothing you couldn't load on this X ramp. Really nice and gradual from the ground up to the deck. Easy to flip, all the things. So the X ramp comes in clutch. You can see it's got the extra supports under the cleats where maybe your tracks or your tires would come up. Like, it's very well supported. And again, it's made for that construction site. It's made for the farm. Like, it's a extremely versatile trailer, what you can do with this LPX in this configuration. You can get on DiamondC.com and build out an LPX. There's a ton of other features. I mean, from 16 feet to 30 feet, bumper pull, gooseneck. You can go from a 14.9 rating up to a 24,000 pound rating, depending on the job you need to do. All kinds of other colors. This is just the tip of the iceberg as far as what's available to really build a trailer specifically for the job that you need to do.